Hello, everyone. I see again and again and again this issue of revolution. It keeps coming up. People keep talking about it. Nothing can work in Nigeria if there's no revolution and all of that. Let me tell you something. For me personally, I'm not thinking about revolution like right now. Because if we do a revolution, who are we going to put in? Baby monsters to replace the daddy and mommy monsters? Is that what we're going to do? Because the present monsters, the present daddy and mommy monsters that are giving Nigerian atrocities, they were once freedom fighters. They were once people who were fighting for the betterment of Nigeria. They were fighting the military. They were fighting all of them. But guess what? As soon as the military left and they came in, they started growing. They became baby monsters that started growing, and now they are mommy and daddy monsters. So before I think about any revolution, I'm going to be thinking about what are the things that need to be fixed. Can we start fixing them? That's where. You don't go and say, oh, let's do a revolution. Let's put Aisha Yusufu as president of Nigeria and just assume that Aisha Yusufu is going to do the right thing. No. What we must do, first of all, is to ensure that we fix systems. We come together to insist that certain things need to be done. If it's a constitution, it is time for us to begin to insist on a new constitution and say, let's get this thing. When we get that one, so that even when Aisha Yusufu enters as the president of Nigeria, if she wants to be mad, there are checks and balances that will stop that her madness. That's what we need to do. Not to think that, oh, okay, somebody will enter and then we believe that, oh, he will do good. No, there's something like believing. Let's not believe anybody. We've done that for over 60 years. It hasn't worked for Nigeria. Let's get to a place where we are putting things in place, put this thing and hold them. When they are now in place, yes, we can do all of this, whether revolution in whatever form, and then you will now be able to get right people to get in. And when those right people get in, you ensure they stay right. That absolute power that corrupts absolutely does not get into their hand to corrupt them absolutely. Because if we continue like this way that we're doing, and we say, oh, let's have a revolution, put the same people in, then we just grow from baby monsters to mommy and daddy monsters. And that's not what we want. We've seen that before. You understand? Insanity, they say, is doing the same thing and expecting a different result. We've done that before. It didn't work. Must go and check these people that you see them. They were freedom fighters. They were fighting for the betterment of Nigeria. They were fighting for the betterment of the people. But the moment they got into power, the moment they saw that whiff of power, the way it corrupts. And I think it's, what's his name, Abraham Lincoln, that said that you don't know the character of a man until you give him power. Forget this thing, like, oh, Aisha Yusufu is nice. Oh, Aisha, you don't know. Tomorrow she might have power and become a monster. So that's the reason why we must put everything in place to checkmate everybody, whoever you are. As soon as you get there, there's a system to checkmate you. That's what places like the United States of America did. With all the things that Donald Trump brought in, there was a system to checkmate him. He went to court. You can't buy the court. Not here that we have judiciary in somebody's pocket, state in somebody's pocket, legislation in somebody's pocket. Let's begin to get those things together. And then, yes, we'll get that revolution. But by the way, like I always say to people, revolution is already ongoing in Nigeria. All those atrocities, all these killings, all these kidnappings, what do you think they are? It's revolution. But it's just that, sadly, they are doing armed revolution against all of us. And what is being stopped, what the government think they are stopping, is the unarmed revolution, the bloodless one, where people are saying, let's change systems. But let's begin to work on that also. Not that it's everything doesn't have to serve an air with, oh, you have to be on the street. If people are not on the street, that means they are not working. Okay, fine, we are not on the street. What are the things that we can do to begin to change those systems? Let's work on them. And as I said to people, that revolution that will happen in Nigeria, it's imminent too. It's only a matter of time. And let me tell you something, it will come from the most unlikely places, caused by the most unlikely thing. And nobody is going to put a date, and nobody is going to call for it. Nobody is going to print t-shirt for it. Nobody is going to give date, time, venue. Nobody is going to give color coordination. We just wake up one day, something will trigger something. People on their own will be on the street, and then we all jump on the street and be like, bros, you man, they here. Sis, you man, come here. All of us will now demand for that Nigeria that works for everybody and not just for